stroll up Route 11 in Virginia. And we've stopped in this little town called Edinburg. And when I drive past something that says Edinburg Mill with a date of 1848 in it, that makes me want to stop and say, what is here? And it looks like something that's very interesting. I see that they have a restaurant, and I can't wait to see what else is inside. So come along. Looks like there is a museum, and I am looking forward to seeing what I can learn here about Virginia's history. So I want to introduce you guys to my new friend Barbara, who is here at the museum. And Barbara, tell us about this place.
Well, this old mill was built in 1848 and was a working mill up to 1978. Then it was sold to these people, and this became a restaurant. And they had a restaurant here for 20 years. So when they retired and they're going to sell the mill, the town of Edinburg and the Heritage Foundation bought it. Took them over 10 years to renovate it to make it a museum, and we have 3 floors.
Nice.
We also show a movie on the 2nd floor called The Burning, where Sheridan went through the valley destroying everything. He even set this mill on fire. But the story goes that his granddaughter, Major Grandstaff's granddaughter, and her cousin came here and begged him please not to burn it. And he knew her grandfather and liked him. So he had the troops just to drive off, ride off.
Nice.
And then they bucket brigade the water and put out the fire.
So nice.
So we're saved. And so it's been saved again from when it was going to be sold. We don't know what they would have done.
Well, I'm sure glad that they did.
Yeah.
I look forward to looking around at everything that you have here and learning some things that I don't know.
The year is 1864. The American Civil War, the war between the states.
Gathering up personal items and foodstuffs and hiding them between the walls of their houses. Others buried money and silverware in their gardens.
Edinburg about noon. They had come from Mount Jackson and from the area west, and all of the citizens of Edinburg and the surrounding area knew the reason for which they'd come.
What do you think, dear?
Well, I would say that this place is like a miniature Smithsonian Institute, and for $3 you could spend an entire day here and learn so much about our history. There's so much here that reminds me of my grandparents, the things I remember about them, and the things that I cherish that still give me this feeling of place, of family, of home, and it's just such a wonderful feeling to be here and to enjoy the fact that somebody has taken the time to preserve all of this history that could potentially be lost if someone didn't do this. It's a really great place. lovely painting that sort of represents the story or a perspective that you will gain if you stop by here at the mill and you go to the third floor and you watch the 45-minute movie called The Burning. And I'll tell you, I did not grow up in Virginia, so I didn't have the benefit of Virginia history, but what a fascinating movie and perspective of the Civil War and everything that happened through the Shenandoah Valley and the significance of the Shenandoah Valley in the Civil War. And I'll tell you, you get a perspective that I don't believe is offered from a lot of other places. It was enlightening. It was both inspiring and sad, but I learned things that I'm so glad that I took the time to watch so that I could see maybe some truth that isn't often offered today. So if you have an opportunity to take the 45 minutes to watch The Burning, it is absolutely worth your time. I have to wonder if Sarah on Andy Griffith had this much fun. Well, to say that this was a lovely, nostalgic experience would be a major understatement. You guys really should come and check this out. This place, 3 full floors filled with just so many beautiful artifacts and just memory evokers for me, but things that are very interesting and primarily focused here in the Shenandoah Valley. But if you want to see, to learn, to experience, and to just get all the feels, you need to check out this mill. It is really a gem, and you could easily spend a whole day here if you wanted to take your time and just look at each of the pieces individually and read. And as I mentioned before, watching the Burning, the movie, that gives the history of the mill and of the Shenandoah Valley during the Civil War. It's just so worth your time to stop and to just spend some time here.